if your character is humanoid enough, you can use the mesh you created the first part of the semester and just modify it. That's the whole point of making it, right? So you have your own base mesh. So let's say it's humanoid enough, but it's a little cartoonier. You can use on the modeling menu, you can use the deform tab. So if you go to deform tab and then non-linear, let's see, we have to have it selected first. It won't work if you don't have it selected. So let's go back to deform. Let's create a lattice. Actually, this will probably be a good one. So create lattice. Now you have this lattice, and you have the subdivisions of it in here. So you can add more divisions if you want. Okay, create more divisions here. Maybe more divisions going up. Divisions front to back. I guess if you wanted to, you could make more. And now what you have this lattice is it has points on it. So if you grab the points, let's say I wanted the arms or the hands to be bigger, I can make, let's turn symmetry on just so it does the same on both sides. Now we can scale these hands, maybe scale them bigger or shorter, you know, or maybe on one of the planes. Oops. You know, something like that. You can adjust the proportions of it. So if you want shorter legs, the nice thing is that this kind of fades out what you do. So let's say we move all these points up. So his legs are shorter, his torso is long, or vice versa. He has really long legs. Let's say the bottom part of the legs is really long. You know, it's easy to modify in here. If I had more points, you know, after you've done them, it's kind of hard to change the points you already have on the lattice. But let's say you can modify it close enough with just the points in this. Your deformation will not stay on it if the model moves away from it. See how it goes deform, not deform when it's outside the lattice. That is because this is used for animation usually. So if you had this lattice, let's say, and it's completely flat, now you could have your character be running and he hits a wall and it's completely flattened against the wall. So that's why it's not attached to it. But if you, let's say, let me undo those couple things I did. Go back to the form here. If you delete the history on the character, the lattice goes away and it stays deformed permanently. So now no matter what you do, if you move it or not, it'll stay deformed with the deformations you did. So that's another way to do it. Remember, we also have soft select. So if you want, let's say we wanted to make the feet bigger, we can hit the vertex we want and hit B on the keyboard. That will turn on soft select. So if I scale, now that selection, you know, is fading out that scaling up the leg. So it's not just moving the points I have selected, but it's moving the other ones a little bit. So let's say I wanted to make the foot bigger, wider here. You know how it's moving all the points here? I can make this, the fading out of the transformation, a little smaller here. And now it'll just move the part that I have selected and the points nearer to it. So soft select, you can move things by hand. Remember, you can always change the pivot point of a selection. So if you wanted to rotate the arm, you know, right now if you rotate it, it will rotate from here, from where the middle of the selection. But again, if you hit D, that's the pivot point of that selection. You can move it over to the shoulder and hit D again to get out of edit pivot point, and now rotate it, and it'll rotate the selection from where you want it, right? So you can do things like this. Watch out for those points back here. You know, you might have to adjust all this. There is sculpt here on Maya. It's just as soon as you subdivide the model, it starts getting slower and slower the higher poly count you go, which doesn't happen in sculpting programs. So that's another way to do things. And right now we'll move on to ZBrush.